Well, good morning, Ignite Church. It is so awesome to have you with us at our 6-year anniversary. It is amazing the things that God has done in 6 years. For those of you who don't know, it was on this day 6 years ago, January 10th, 2010, we had our first launch service of Ignite, and it's been incredible. The thousands and thousands of people that have come to know Jesus, the hundreds of families that have been impacted, the hundreds of baptisms we've been able to do. God has done incredible things. So I want to just thank you for being a part of this day. Thank you for being a part of our journey, and I can't wait to celebrate the next 6 years, because on year 12, man, it's going to be crazy. I know what God will have done in that time period. Today, we wanted to share just one story of the many stories of life impact that happened last year in 2015. Josh already talked a little bit about some of the things that God did that year, but when it really comes down to it, it's all about relationships. Our God is a relational God that loved us so much He sent His Son to be with us. Every disciple of Jesus interacted with Him personally and relationally, and so the truth is, there are like literally dozens and dozens of incredible stories that I get to hear as pastor of this church, of lives being changed, of marriages being saved, of people coming to know Jesus, of addictions being broken, and we wish we could share all of them with you, but we're just going to share one. And the truth is, Greenville's going to be changed one life at a time and one family at a time. And this year, if someone was going to say, if you had to pick a family and a story, what family would you pick? What story would you pick? And it would have to be the story of the Mark family. It's been incredible to see this entire family just be so impacted for Jesus. I remember very well the first time that I met Kenny and Amy and their beautiful son Keegan coming to check out Ignite and talking about how much they loved the service. Kenny was somebody who had been very far from God for the last several years of his life. Had incredible parents that were praying for him, and like many of us, including myself, had kind of gone his own way when he entered into his 20s, and he liked Ignite and thought the experience was really positive, and I knew that people had been praying for him. And it was neat seeing this couple and their son and putting faces to the names, and then seeing them come back, and then being able to see that in our baptism in March of 2015, Kenny was one of the guys that I baptized, and I'd seen on his contact card that he'd made profession of faith, and we've been following up with him, and then he's going public with his faith, and his son Keegan, is talking about Jesus, and at this point, the grandparents that come in, Lee and Glenda, who are two of the most incredible people you're ever going to meet, they're coming to Ignite. Now this whole family is coming to Ignite, and they're worshiping, and they're going out of their way to be connected and to serve. And then, of course, later on this year, not only was Kenny baptized, but his wife, Amy, she got baptized and was a part of our baptism. And every single week, this guys, this is a family that every single week they come up and they make sure they encourage me, that they let me know that they heard what was said by me, and even more so by the Holy Spirit. Keegan, he's one of those kids. He gives me high fives and hugs every single week. He wants to show me his pastor gear, and this kid, I don't know, God's going to do something incredible in his life, and I really think it might be ministry. This is the family that when they were out in the mall, they were moved by the Holy Spirit just to bless someone. And because they blessed someone, they told someone that the reason why they blessed them is because of Jesus, and because they were part of this church in Greenville called Ignite, and that we believed in paying it forward and doing that. And that family has now become connected to Ignite Church because they went out and were willing to bless somebody, just spontaneously being submissive to the Holy Spirit. And so there are parts of their story I want them to share. But I want all of you that are part of our church family to know that, like, when you invite someone to our church, it has the potential to completely change their eternity. Alex and Jeremy, they were working with Kenny. They could have never known the impact that their communications about their church family would have had on him, that passed to his wife, to their son, to their parents, and to their whole family. And so please talk about Jesus when you work. Talk about your church in your neighborhood, because people are hearing what you're saying and they're watching your life. And we have seen so many families come because someone invited them, and Jesus has ultimately, radically, completely changed their eternity.
I like Baptist church because we get to learn, and I like to watch people get baptized, and I want to try maybe get baptized.